glass you went through was at the opposite end of rose-colored. Even though for you the grass-green future was dipped to emerald, it is always easier to see the sun with tinted vision. So you built your observatory, but the wine-fountain telescope lay so dark it could never be lighted. Tell me about the dream where you were one amongst the planets, moving with purpose, on a path, around a center. Tell me what they said when you strayed from orbit. Tell me if they said anything at all. Up in your star tower, you learned to love night over day once you found where the sun slept. Still gazing with opacity through a midnight mist, he could be even simpler in his slumber. The blaze reduced to a glow so soft you could pick apart which flaming tendrils held him together, which ones danced free. Tell me about the dream, where it was the other way around. The sun peeking in through your glassy sanctuary to get you snoozing at high noon. Tell me how he eyed you not with fascination, but frustration. Tell me how he saw you not as marble, but as plaster. Tell me what it felt like to know you would be coming. As spring rose into summer, the sun raged deeper, now so unforgiving with his glare. You broke bottle after bottle, your own spirit spilling as you piled shards so thick no light could reach you, not even the inspiring kind. You slept invisibly. Tell me about the dream where you died together. He was starbursting from the inside out and already burned everyone but you. Tell me how your foggy window saved your eyes, not your body. Tell me what colors you saw in that supernova. Tell me what it's like for someone else to be the fireworks at your funeral. You flew so close to the sun, your golden wings fluttering drunkenly on hope. Tell me what it's like to get so close and falter. Tell me what it's like to wonder if it's better that you fall.
Also from Mosaic High School, everyone, please put your hands together for Ryan Javery.
Come on, Ryan.
I wanted him to do it. It is dark and it is cold. Our car barrels down a suburban street like it is a German highway. Droplets of spit fly off my father's tongue as he screams, declaring his desire to end his life. In this manic state he drives like a toddler. Each degree of the steering wheel jerks the car in a new direction, and my heart is Usain Bolt running a 100-meter dash. And get inside, our fear has been drained, injected in its place is indignant anger. We are a Cold War heating up. Our voices shake the dead awake, ancient griefs climbing from graves. He screams in my face, a car crash exploding, describes his desire to start pushing up daisies. Says if it wasn't for me, my brother, he'd have started already. My heart is a woodpecker, assaulting me from the inside. I only wish I had the balls to give him a shovel, some seeds. Tell him, get digging. Tell him, tears streaming down my face like denials, that I'm sorry because I do love you, but I can't handle your hurricane-force winds anymore, so maybe it'd be best if you just left. He would storm out the house, a hurricane in his wake. My mother's tears flow like the Nile's flowing over. Baby brother blaming my bombs, confused how daddy hated us all so much. He assumes it's just me. I want to tell him that our father has only ever hated himself, merely takes it out on us. The words are a hollow defense for my crimes. I can never plead innocent. The next morning, the news reports that his blue 2004 Hyundai Accent has merged with a red Ford pickup to make purple. He stains the mixture in color of a week-old nosebleed. Mother drops the remote. Baby brother storms in fistful of hurricane. I do not raise to defend myself, though. Corporal punishment is legal here. At the funeral, I do not cry. I am guilty because this is what I wanted. This is what I asked for. This is my fault. I am not happy. I am not happy. I am not happy. But I am relieved. Instead, my dad's 2004 Hyundai Accent sits listen and drive. Instead, I choked on my words, barely uttering out a broken apology, pleading with him to slow his wind, to dry his fallen rain, and bring out the sun. Slowly, the storm is passing, from Category 5 to tropical to nothing. I finally breathe, but the air is toxic.
Please put your hands together for Maggie, Wright.
Come on.
Or when I was 12 years old and had to lock myself in a coat closet with handfuls of sleeping baby brother in my fear-bleached hands, someone was in the house. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
Or when I was 15, soaked in tears as I waited for 3 words that couldn't find their way past your lips, you hid the I love yous that should have been mine. How you replaced them with ease, leaving me holding a hollow God loves you. Cracked cowrie shells pressed into my eager palms, landing too brush